everyone, my name is Hannah Smith. Guess we're just going to talk about self-love and acceptance and I guess my personal journey through it. I think my biggest struggle growing up just continuously was struggling with anxiety. It is something I've always known in my life and I've never lived without, and having it on a daily basis, and more times than not no explanation for it is frustrating, I guess, to say the least. And I just remember a lot of times, like as a kid and as a teenager especially, if I had a moment of anxiety or I had a time where I was just constantly on edge with no explanation for it, I hated myself for it, because it was weird to me, it was dumb to me, and like I felt weak and I hated being weak. And you know, I've struggled with so much and been through so much, and I'm still here for it, but this one thing, like going to the store, is near impossible for me to do alone. And I just felt very weak, and like I was just not adequate because I just couldn't complete simple daily tasks. And it was something that just kind of kept me in a dark circle and a dark pit for a while. But kind of the last couple years, and especially in the last, I'd say, especially year, I've really just learned that I have this struggle, but it doesn't have to decide who I am or where I go, nor what I do. It is something that is a part of me and is probably always going to be a part of me, and I can either live with it, hating it, or I can, you know, live every day trying to get better from it, or to grow with it, or face it, or whatever it is. Just learning that, like, it's, you know, I have it, but it's not who I am. And so I guess in accepting having it, I realized that it doesn't take away from who I am as a person, and that I am still strong even though I have this issue. And even though, like, everyday things like going to the store take me like 2 or 3 days to work up the courage to do, it is not something that defines my worth, because my worth is not in something I'm afraid of. It's in who I've been created to be, and it is in who God has designed me to be, and who I'm growing in. And so I think just for me, realizing that, like, I am still a full person, even though it is many times a, I guess, seemingly illogical struggle, but it is a part of me, and I accept that because it makes me stronger. It gives me a challenge every day to decide what I'm gonna do with, and it has brought me where I'm at as a person in terms of strength and knowledge, and just knowing myself. And a lot of people don't think about the positive side effects of anxiety, and you know, there's like being very empathetic, or, you know, seeing things that most people don't see, and like your ability to love and to care and be compassionate is vast, and it's something that I think we shouldn't take lightly or use lightly. And so I think, one, just looking at the positives of having it and the strengths you can find through having it is important, and just realizing you can be a full person even though you may have like a struggle that seems debilitating, and that you can thrive regardless of what fears in your head and in your mind every day, and just waking up every day with the mindset of how can I get past it. And I guess in short, there are many words I can use, but in short, that is how I accepted myself, is facing it. So.
Thank you.
Yeah, man.
Just think